Football is the most popular sport in the world and is loved by fans throughout the globe. It can be regarded as the world's game, and the World Cup is the pinnacle of it. The FIFA World Cup conjures up memories that have left a mark on the minds and hearts of fans, provided you are old enough to remember them. However, it has given us good memories as well, whether it is a destructive goal, sheer agility, teamwork, or even a tussle. This prestigious tournament has never failed to provide us with entertainment. And ever since the first tournament in 1930, the World Cup has provided more than its fair share of controversy and shocking moments. Today, we will be discussing some of these moments, so buckle up and let's move ahead. We have cherry picked the 12 most shocking FIFA World Cup moments. And starting off at number 12 definitely is the referee blowing the final whistle in the 1978 game. It was Brazil vs Sweden and the match was refereed by Clive Thomas, which led to producing one of the craziest moments of World Cup history when the Brazilians were disallowed their goal. With the score being locked at 1-1, Brazil had floated in a late corner kick, which was headed in by Zico. However, the match official disallowed the goal and blew the whistle for full time as the ball was in mid-flight. Clive Thomas became the most hated man in Brazil because his decision caused a draw which should have been a clear winning header and a 2-1 victory for Brazil. This has sparked a huge debate. Did Clive Thomas cheat and get away with it? Well, FC Kuwait felt the same and it led to number 11, Kuwait walking off after a goal in 1982. In 1982, a match was being played between France and Kuwait, in which France was leading 3-1 as they scored another. The Kuwaiti defense thought they had heard a whistle and remained rooted to their spot. The president of the team, Prince Fahid, had told the players to leave and walk off in protest, to which the referee disallowed the goal and allowed the French team to continue the game. France, despite this incident, still played and won 4-1. What astonishes a fan is when their favorite players do not play by the book, and this is nothing new to a player we're going to mention at our number 10 spot. It is, of course, the Luis Suarez bite during the 2014 World Cup. Luis Suarez, one of the most exciting strikers in his prime, has also had his share of controversy. In Uruguay's final game against Italy, confusion took place in the penalty area and Italy's veteran defender Giorgio Chiellini fell to the ground. Soon, the fans got to know and it became apparent that Suarez had bitten the Italian central defender's shoulder. The officials of the match missed the scene and Uruguay had scored their and the game's only goal, progressing them into the knockout stages and sending the Italians home. A similar incident happened twice before, and FIFA had banned the striker for 9 international matches and 4 months, and also fined him, a mere $90,000. Fighting on the field is not new in the football world, but choosing how to react is something not everyone is good at. Let me give you an example. And at number 9 is Zinedine Zidane and the infamous headbutt in the 2006 World Cup. Every footballer wishes to retire from the world of football gracefully, but Zinedine Zidane had something else on his mind. He was playing the last World Cup of his career in 2006 and also the final of the tournament. He got sent off in the final due to his violent act against his opponent. It was Italy vs France, where Marco Materazzi, a player from Italy, indulged in a trash talk during the game, which made the French star headbutt the defender. He was sent off and France lost the final on penalties. When it's about pride and playing for your country, everything is at stake, as friends do not even care. And at number 8 is the ultimate teammate betrayal during the 2006 World Cup. Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo were teammates back at Manchester United. They both belong to two different countries, Rooney from England and Ronaldo from Portugal. And yes, in 2006, we witnessed them play against each other in the World Cup. Wayne Rooney was given a red card in this game. And why? Here's why. He was sent off due to accidentally stamping on a Portuguese player's private area, where Ronaldo's intervention had secured the red card against England. This sparked an outcry against English fans and even caused Rooney to show his temper. What was funny was that Cristiano was caught winking at Rooney as he was sent off the field. Coming in at number 7 is the 3 yellow cards for Croatia during the 2006 World Cup. In 2006, Croatia was placed in Group F, and in a match against Australia, the English referee Graham Poll booked the Croatian player Josip Simonic in the 61st minute. He neglected to write his name in the book. The referee booked him the second time in the 90th minute, but did not show the red card, as a player receives a red card when he is given a yellow twice. He finally sent him off in the 93rd minute for what he explained was that it was a second yellow, and the game ended in a 2-all draw. Violence and fights happen in every sport, but what happened in the 1962 World Cup was one for the charts. And at number 6 is the Battle of San Diego in 1962. This match is regarded as the dirtiest, ugliest, and most terrible and disgraceful game of football in the history of the World Cup. It took place in San Diego between Chile and Italy. There was no concept of yellow cards at the time. The match was refereed by Ken Aston. The first foul of the game came right after 12 seconds into the game, and a red card was issued in the 12th minute to the Italian midfielder Giorgio Ferrini. This match was rated PG as it featured numerous punches, a broken nose, 2 red cards, and a police riot invading the pitch 3 times. However, we have a recent occurrence. In our number 5 spot, the Battle of Nuremberg in the 2006 World Cup. People regard this incident as the second edition of the Battle of San Diego. This incident took place in the round of 16 between the Netherlands and Portugal. This match had witnessed a record of 4 red and 16 yellow cards being issued during the game. The match was being refereed by Valentin Ivanov, who had booked Marco van Basten for a reckless challenge. And at number 4, we have England's goal versus West Germany during the 1966 World Cup. This goal produced the most controversial World Cup final win. England was hosting the World Cup and was also playing in the final against West Germany. The score was 2-all, and the match was 11 minutes into extra time. Geoff Hurst shot from inside the penalty area, deflecting off the inside of the crossbar and down onto the goal line. After several minutes of confusion, the goal was awarded by the assistant referee, and England went on to win their first and only World Cup. Moving on to our 3rd spot is the Harold Schumacher collision during the 1982 World Cup. During a semi-final in Seville, during the 1982 World Cup, Germany and France were level at 1-all. German keeper Harold Schumacher was waiting for the ball in the goal as France's Michel Platini found Pastic Bastion with an excellently timed pass deep into the Germans' defense. The keeper, Harold Schumacher, raced off his line and smashed Battiston at full speed and knocked him out on the field. The Frenchman suffered the loss of 2 teeth, a broken vertebra, but no decisions were ever made against Germany, not even a free kick. And at number 2 is the infamous Diego Maradona's hand of God during the 1986 World Cup. This incident took place in the 1986 World Cup in an encounter between Argentina and England. The English keeper, Peter Shilton, poorly intercepted the ball, and it rose into the air between him and Argentina's Maradona. Luckily, the Argentinian geniusly got to the ball first and used his hand instead, and punched the ball into the net. The referee had not seen the incident, and despite the protestation of the English players, the goal stood. This is the same World Cup where Argentina went on to become champions. And our number one World Cup shocking moment goes to the Brazilian massacre during the 2014 World Cup. It was the semi-final of the 2014 World Cup where the German tanks butchered and pierced the Brazilian defense. They showed sheer frequency and brutality against Brazil, and their star player, forward, and talisman, Neymar Jr., had been injured right before the quarterfinals. The German tanks scored 7-1 against Brazil and went on to win the World Cup final against Argentina by scoring a last-minute goal. And with this, it's time to wrap up this video. What do you think about today's video? Share your opinion. Do let us know in the comment section below, and if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. And do not forget to hit the subscribe and share button, and press the bell icon for more upcoming videos.